Hi, I am Mary Mazur, and this is Change Your Funk to Fun. We welcome you today. In this episode, this is a fourth episode here. This talk today is choose unconditional love and acceptance as your new roadmap. Okay, so let that be the theme for today, and may this be an invitation for you to do exactly that, to allow unconditional love and acceptance of you, of every aspect of who you are and the life that you're creating here in this world. Be your new roadmap, be your new way of being. So this is change your funk to fun. And what that all means is that you're going to use the K out of the funk word of the funk and then help it become fun. The K is the key. Yes, when you can unlock the key within you, and that's your power within you, the personal power you have within you of your unconditional love. Okay. And to be real here, we all have agreed to become human beings here. Most of us being born in the 20th century, unless there's some young ones listening today that are millenniums, we welcome you too. And I'm guessing that mostly all of you listening were born in the 20th century, just like myself. So ask yourself, were you taught conditioned love or unconditional love? Very great question to ask. And this would be about the people who brought you up, who raised you, who did show love for you in every possible way. Your parents, your mother, father, or grandparents, aunt and uncles, brothers and sisters, even teachers and mentors and people in your life. Hopefully you've had some that have shown you a bit of unconditional love, and if you haven't, that's okay too. Many of us really haven't experienced too much of that. And a lot of it is to even ask yourself, what does that even mean? What does it mean to actually be unconditional love and actually experience unconditional love instead of conditioned love? Okay. And this is the gift. We get to actually begin to notice the difference between the two. And then really be honest with yourself and ask yourself, how much are you actually vibrating in that within you? How much are you actually offering that for your own self in the love for you in every experience you have? Meaning in your emotions, energy, emotion, your thoughts, your actions, and just your way of being. Okay. So unconditional love means that you are of love. How cool is that, right? Yeah, it actually is the antidote. It really is. And the gift is at the highest level, you already are unconditional love. That you are. You are love in light at the highest level. Most of us don't recognize that or believe that at the 100% yet. And this show is what it is all about, is to help you remember again that this is actually who you are. And that you actually are a beautiful divine temple here that is actually radiating and bringing in the unconditional love of the universe. And you can call consciousness, creator, source consciousness, divine consciousness, God. Some people say God, or whatever that means for you. Just understand that the whole world and all of the universe does vibrate in unconditional love. And because of that, because of the unconditional love, that means that there is no limit to love, that it is all expansive, that it is open, it is inclusive, it is accepting, kind, flowing. Oh, in the openness of experiencing anything and everything here, especially here on this planet Earth. So what that does include then is the light and dark sides of all of this, okay, or you can call maybe a lighter, expansive side and a denser, heavier side. Or some may call it good and evil, okay, right or wrong. In the third dimension, as us being human beings here, we agree to live in a polarity universe, a contrasting, okay? And when the word love comes up, that actually can be a trigger for a lot of people. Yeah. And that would be a good thing to check in with yourself. See, how is that with you? How is that when you hear the word love? When you hear, oh my gosh, somebody loves me so much, or, oh, I love them so much. Can you feel it in your heart? Can you feel it in your whole body? That would be a very great question to ask yourself. If you're not feeling it in your body or in your heart, you may be playing it out logically in your mind about thinking about what love is. Yeah, that's interesting. If you do that, it's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. It's just a place of where you are right now. What we invite you here today and from here on is to begin to let yourself open up your heart, open up your true essence, open up the true unconditional love that you are. And it may be quite a bit of stepping stones to do that and to get there. And even in today's show, may it be a beautiful invitation for you to begin to explore. Okay. Because with unconditional love, it means that they're actually, this is the part of welcoming all aspects of you back to you. How beautiful is that? Many of us have actually segmented ourselves or fragmented ourselves. Many of us have had broken hearts, okay, including myself. We all have had those experiences when we've had losses, when we were very disappointed or very discouraged, okay, or even in disbelief that we can actually be the true unconditional love essence that we are, or that life can show us this beautiful paradise on earth, which is the unconditional love and acceptance of us and all. How nice is that? Yes. So with all of this, this is the gift, is that you actually are going to be learning, and today we'll be talking more about this, of how you can actually make changes within yourself so that unconditional love and acceptance can become your new roadmap, your new direction that you are heading into and becoming, and that you then begin to experience it and have it be a part of your natural day instead of conditioned love. So conditioned love is based more with judgments, or separation, or you feeling not good enough, or something's wrong with me, or not wanting. So that we end up in conditioned love. If you experienced that most of your life, then we just, in a natural way, just begin to just become people pleasers, or we begin to satisfy what everyone else wants, and we do what we're told and follow authorities. A lot of us were programmed for all of that. And these are things that you're going to be questioning yourself about and unlocking, so that you can begin to activate the unconditional love and acceptance that you really already are. We are going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will be talking about what's blocking us from being the unconditional love that we are, and that is with judgment and criticism. So we're bringing those things in, and then how you can help yourself with those. Today we are talking about how to create a new roadmap for ourselves, a roadmap of living in our true essence of unconditional love and acceptance for ourselves and our life. Okay. With this, we want to say that it is important, if you aren't fully living in your unconditional love and acceptance of you in every way, meaning if you can be real and honest with yourself, if you aren't actually vibrating and living in full paradise on earth right now, or some may call it the fifth dimension or more, well, we're definitely headed that way. So this is the great part. And we all are being invited into it. And this is really awesome. It is, in this lifetime. It really is. And this is actually happening right now. So if you would love to come on this journey with me and many others that also are choosing unconditional love and acceptance as our new roadmap for our lives and every way of being, then it is important to find out what might be blocking this from you right now. Yeah. So the big pieces, the big boulders that may be blocking you could be your own judgment or criticism of yourself. Are you a tough judge on yourself? Are you critical with yourself? What are the things that you are saying to yourself in your thoughts and in your emotions or feeling of how you are? These are like very important gateways for you. And then also the actions you take, the reactions you have in your life. These are also huge and very purposeful, actually. Because if you are judging yourself or being critical, so let's say you get irritated or frustrated by interactions you have, people you have. Maybe some people in your life might be irritating you. That could be possible. Or triggering you in some way. Many of us have been so conditioned in conditioned love that we will begin to blame, we'll begin to point fingers, we'll begin to talk bad about somebody or something, just in our expression of really our own conditioned love that we actually are still running within ourselves. So those are huge. If you are able to become aware that you're doing that, That is actually a huge piece to this, a huge piece to this. And the gift is to come in if you're tired of doing it. And if you are, then that's the invitation for you to begin to start making some changes and start questioning things. One of the biggest things you can do is begin to question everything. Begin to question everything. Just become very curious and wondering why stuff is happening. Maybe why you're even acting the way you are, or saying the things you are, or feeling the way you are. Okay. And let whatever comes up come up. This is actually here for you. Journaling is beautiful. If you can get a notebook out and start journaling these things, then you can actually capture it and even notice and maybe begin to notice the changes, especially when you begin to learn beautiful, powerful, effective tools that can really help you with these changes. And we will be diving more into that in a little bit. It's called Psych K. Psych K. Yes, is a beautiful tool that can help you with exactly all of these, helping you shift from conditional love of yourself or judgment of yourself into unconditional love for yourself and acceptance for yourself and your life and your world, which literally lifts you up into a higher energy field, into the remembrance of who you are. It lets you take off those masks. It lets you let go of being a stranger to yourself, of not even really knowing who you are. Many of us receive beliefs, and actually all of us receive beliefs from our parents and are the ones that raised us, especially the first 7 years. And with this, many times, if we are running conditioned love programs, then yeah, we'll be self-critical with ourselves. We even may get resentment for things happening to us or our own self, even jealousy, just criticism, pieces like that. Or even competition, where you think, oh, someone thinks they're better than them and blah, blah, blah. Those are all pieces of just conditioned love, okay? Which means we, as human beings, have the ability with our minds to choose any belief and any thoughts and any experiences that we want to have here. And the gift is that we can change any of these. So if you don't like what you're experiencing now, or you're kind of getting tired of this, that's perfect. Because there is a time for everything. Some people do stay angry or stay frustrated or stay resentful. Some people will do it their whole lives. Wow. And you might know a few people like that in your life. If you do, hey, they actually can actually help you a bit. They may be able to help show you the contrast of how you would rather be in a new way, right? And you can go within yourself to start identifying other pieces within you that might be critical or resentful or judging or competitive. Those are all separateness parts of ourselves that we're here to change, and here we're to begin to unconditionally love ourselves and accept ourselves and others. And this is one of the precious, most beautiful gifts you can give yourself. A huge one will be is if you are ready and you have the courage, which means you're going to shift from discouraged to courage. Okay. Many of us also get blocked by discouragement, by thinking, oh, I've tried things and they just don't help, or whatever I do, I seem to fall back again. And for many, that can be quite frustrating. And sometimes people will just begin to either give up or get hopeless or helpless, or just in that dense energy of resentment or bitterness even. Okay. May you be able to understand that at any moment you can actually break free from that and move through it with courage. When you finally decide, even if you are discouraged, is attempting to block the courage, to actually say, you know what, I'm going to decide to have some courage. And that is a willingness to take a risk, a willingness to begin something new, a willingness somewhere within you to know that you do matter, okay? And that you deserve to have a beautiful life. Absolutely. And you can be a bright light for yourself and others and actually begin to serve and care and offer your gifts, that you can actually be an incredible piece to humanity and everyone here. Each one of you are so vitally important. And many of us are playing it way too small, and we don't think we are, because we just got beliefs when we were younger at the subconscious level of the mind that we may have agreed to experience in that way. But if you're listening to this talk today, then that means there's something here for you. That means that you at the highest level know you do matter. Oh, heck yeah. And you're ready to let that catapult you into amazing experiences here. Yes, so that you can shift into your unconditional love and acceptance of yourself, so that you may begin to live vibrantly, live radiantly, live in your passion. And wow, to go through your day, could you just imagine going through your day where you just get so excited in the wonder and the play of whatever's going to happen next. We aren't really supposed to know what's supposed to happen in each day or even the year or even the time to come, because we're meant to experience it in each moment and then go create it in each moment. So the gift comes in is when you're able to actually totally slow in within yourself and find out what's most important for you. And once you do, you'll break free. Today, we are talking about how we can change our funk to fun. And a really precious way to do that is by choosing unconditional love and acceptance as your new roadmap for your life. Okay? Beautiful. It actually is one of the biggest keys here, because it actually, at the highest level, is you, that unconditional love and acceptance of yourself. And how beautiful when you can move from a polarity way of living where there's a lot of judgment, where you think something is right or wrong, good or bad, or good or evil. And when you're able to actually activate the unconditional love and acceptance within yourself, you then will begin to accept more of what's happening in your life and have a bit of compassion for yourself with that, and begin to move through where you can become a good finder of yourself and all. And with that, then you become a beautiful lighthouse for this world. And this is so vital and so needed right now. So yes, we do. We all would love to have you start activating your unconditional love and acceptance of you within yourself. And in order to do, the gift is actually when you have that as your North Star, or the direction that you're heading, the new map that you're in, then you get to take some steps back and find out, okay, so where is this not happening? Where am I having struggles or challenges in my life, or where I'm frustrated or irritated in? Because those are actually, even though they may appear to be roadblocks, they're actually there for you. And they're there for you to really start asking key questions about yourself, and to find ways or find tools that can help assist you to be able to change this. So instead of being irritated, how about you actually can find a way to unconditionally love yourself and all in a new perception, in a new way. Maybe there was something you couldn't see before. This is where the gift of Psyche comes in, and we will I look forward to sharing more about what Psyche is. If you haven't heard any of my other episodes, and this is your first time listening, then I'll share a little bit about what Psyche is. Psyche is a tool that helps you work with your mind, your spirit, and your soul, the aspects within you, to literally change whatever limiting programs that might be irritating you, frustrating you, blocking you in any way, challenging you in a negative way. You literally get to reprogram your subconscious mind into what you want in your new way, into the positive. You literally can change it from that way. And then when you do, you'll begin to feel different. You'll begin to think different. And you'll begin to take new action steps. So a big one here is listening to the thoughts you have and the self-talk that you have. Are you talking positively to yourself? Are you kind and loving and accepting of yourself? Or are you a bit of a critic to yourself? Are you a bit of a judge to yourself? This is really beautiful when you can catch yourself talking to yourself. And ask yourself, are you your best friend to yourself, or are you a bully or a biatch or a tough coach, or just someone mean, or someone that's just negative or hateful or angry? Okay, things like that. If you are any of those, that just means that there are just subconscious programs running that is creating that. And the gift is you get to change those. How would you love to begin talking beautiful to yourself? Or how would you love to have a belief that you can reprogram in your mind? And hey, I only have positive thoughts for myself and others. I just assisted a client today who did that for herself today. How beautiful is that? Yes. She's had enough frustration in her life that she's ready for the changes. And this is where she found Psyche. And she had a one-on-one private session with me today. And this is an offering for you. And we'll talk more near the end, because you also can learn this for yourself and use it for yourself. But how precious is that, right? So this negative self-talk, sometimes you can even ask yourself, so who is this in me? Some people will say, oh, I have like a positive person in me and a negative person in me, and maybe both will start dancing. That could happen. Yeah, interesting. Who is chiming up more? Kind of like that philosophy, whatever wolf you feed the more, that's the one, that's going to actually grow and get stronger and stronger. So let's start feeding the part of you, of the positive part of you, of the true unconditional loving part of you. Okay, because that actually is your true essence. How precious is that, right? Could you imagine waking up in the morning where you just are so excited for your day, just like you were when you were little, if you had that when you were little? Just imagine that. And actually, all of us were born in this beautiful planet as brand new babies in that way. We came out into this world looking, our eyes opening up, making our first sounds, right? And completely vulnerable, completely surrendering into others caring for us until we can care for ourselves, right? We were in complete unconditional love and acceptance of us in the world, and whatever was meant to happen, we got completely downloaded, especially our first 7 years. Really amazing, isn't it? The gift here is that you get to activate that new aspect of yourself, that innocence within yourself. Because as a newborn baby, we didn't even have language yet. We didn't even have the words yet to even know we're going to be talking positively or negatively to ourselves. And whatever happened to us in those times then started programming and recording and then implementing into our lives those things. And the gift here is that you can change any of those at all. It is totally in your readiness and your willingness and a bit of courage. If you have courage and willingness, then you will listen to a talk like this and learn a little bit more about Psych K. Yes, I learned it 13 years ago, and I'm so grateful for it. And that's why I love to be able to share it with anyone else that is ready for it too. Because I don't know about you, but I know for me, I'm done with that negative self-talk. I was a huge judge to myself. It was actually ridiculous how much I was so critical and harsh on myself. And those days are behind me now. It actually really is precious to have such loving energy flow within me that I can share with others. And this is where I just get so giddy and full of joy of, yes, you can do it too. Heck, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, if you have ever heard about Dr. Emoto studied water and the crystalline of water, and we are 70% water, right? So if you put the word love underwater, and then you crystallize it and you get it frozen, it actually turns into gorgeous, beautiful crystals. If you put any negative, dense words, they actually get chaotic. And that's the same with us. This is how powerful your words are for yourself and others. So let it be from the unconditional love and acceptance that you are. Today, we are talking about how important it is when you are ready to choose unconditional love and acceptance as your new roadmap for your life. Woohoo! Yes, this is for all of you who are ready to have a fantastic life, even at your next highest level. So maybe you are having a good life right now. And if you are, woohoo, that's awesome. And if you're like most of us, you might be having a little bit of glitches or a little bit of funk going on in your life. Yeah, because it is 2023 and there's a lot changing in this world. Oh, heck yeah. Look what we just went through the last 3 years. Oh, amazing. And where we're going to be heading into. The gift is we literally are creating a whole new world here. We're bringing in the new earth, the heaven on earth, the paradise of earth. And if you're open to this, then the key is how can you activate and remember and vibrate in the unconditional love and acceptance of who you really are, and discover, who are you? Who are you? What are you all about? And what would you love to discover about that? Would you like to live more in the flow, more in love, joy, peace, harmony, synchronicity? Would you like things to become fun and easy, to live in the wonder, in the play, and the abundance? This is all here for you. It is. And for me too. It's here for us. So the question comes in, how much are you actually living it right now? There actually are people who already are. Believe it or not, there really is. Yeah, there really is. Yes, and we can do it too. So if anyone else is, we can also join them. But the gift comes in is that we have to take the self-responsibility to actually do our own self-development, our own self-mastery of our own selves, to raise our vibration of who we are. To begin to change programs at the subconscious level of the mind that might be limiting us, or creating, let's say, dense emotions or fears, worry, shame, guilt, even apathy, anger, frustration, bitterness, judgment, neediness, not having enough, lack, scarcity, any of those, yeah. If you are experiencing any of those, I know, welcome to the human element here, that we are all in, yes. And the gift is none of that is you. No, not at all. And when you can actually wake up and remember that, and become an observer of it all, then the gift is you can actually receive the gems that they're here for you. Yes. Because many of us did choose to experience contrasting experiences of who we really are here, so that in our right timing, we get to activate our true essence of who we are, the unconditional love and acceptance of our true nature, the divine nature, the spiritual nature of who you are in this beautiful human body. And we welcome this for you. So if you have any blocks or limitations, check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What are your emotions flowing through you? What is the normal emotion that you're having throughout your day? And be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself. And it's all okay. It's all just giving you feedback. It's letting you know where you are right now. Okay. And that you can do something about it. Yes, you actually can. You actually can. We will be talking a little bit more about Psych-K and how that can be a beautiful, effective tool for you. We definitely invite you to learn it for yourself, to use it for yourself, and to have a private session that someone who actually knows Psych-K can help assist you with until you're ready to learn it. This is what's happening right now on this planet, is that there's so much here for you, to help assist you. And there are many ways. So we do want to honor all the ways that may come to you. And if this is one of your ways, what a precious gift. And may you say yes to it, to this nudge. Okay. Because your emotions is just energy in motions. However you're feeling is just letting you know what you're vibrating at right now in your life, and that you can change any of it. Okay. I used to run frustrated most of my life, and then I would jump up to joy because I loved fun, amazing things. And then I would drop back down to frustration or maybe even anger. And a lot of it was because I actually had a bunch of shame and guilt and fears within me. And then I would mask it by just, vibrating up into frustration a lot. It was quite fascinating, actually. The gift comes in is when you can actually allow yourself to bring up those parts within you. Are there any shameful parts that you're still vibrating in, or guilt, or anything you feel guilty about, or resentful about, or fearful about, or worried about? These are all actually here for you. And the gift is you don't need to stay in them anymore unless you want to. We invite you to let yourself go through the gateway of courage and willingness. And when you do, you'll be able to lift up into more neutrality, where you become an observer of yourself. Acceptance, yes, acceptance for yourself and all. And lift up into your creativity and your reason, your deep knowledge of things. And then lifting right into your love. Yes, the love of who you are, the unconditional love of who you are. And in that love is the joy and the peace and the bliss and the ecstasy and the oneness of you and the oneness of all. This is the dance that we do here as a human being. And it is beautiful, and it is can be tough and challenging too at many times. Many of us are learning resiliency. Many times that can be like, oh man, resiliency is showing up again. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Well, the gift is you can actually change any perception with using the tool of Psych-K too. So it's something that you might think is hard or difficult or you don't want, you actually can use the tool of Psych-K to help you change your perception. You can become whole brain to it, which means you're actually in your full response potential. So you can fully respond. So if a resiliency experience is happening with you, then that's actually here for you to help you strengthen yourself and helping you know that nothing can knock you down, nothing can stop you, that you get to be whoever you deserve to be and desire to be in your delight. Yes, you get to live in delight. And delight is amazing. Delight is like you are literally open up into the light of who you are. So let the emotional little bit of roller coaster that you might be living and experiencing in this life and the self-talk that you have, let both of those be a key gateway for you. And any of those things you don't like there, let yourself start to say, hey, maybe it's time for me to change these. Maybe it's time for me to upgrade these. Upgrade them into my higher levels within me. Yeah, the joy, the love, and the bliss that you actually are in your unconditional love and acceptance. Woohoo! So, we are going to take a short break. And when we come back, we will talk a bit more about Psyche and how this actually may be a key piece missing in your life that you may be ready for. Today, we are talking of the gift that you have when you are ready to choose unconditional love and acceptance as your new roadmap. And we do welcome that for you. And all it is a choice and a decision. That it is. That it is. Hey, would you love some unconditional love and acceptance in your life, within you, and in every aspect of your life? Oh, I'm in. Heck yeah. Yes, which means we can let go of that conditioned love, which is really just an illusion. It's just a distortion. It was just made up in our minds for thousands of years, actually. We brought it through lots of ancestral lineages, or if you believe in past life experiences, even with those too. And the gift is we are living in the most fantastic times now. Yes, we are. 2023, oh heck yes, right now, this year, especially this year, is a huge gateway, huge gateway. And we are in the month of March in America. I do live in America, and we are in March, which is about ready next week to burst into our spring, the spring equinox. Yes, yes, yes. Which means this winter time, we cultivated and went within, just like seeds go within, in the ground. But it's kind of funny with the winter. We think, oh, not much is happening, but actually a lot's happening. Many, especially the perennials, their seeds actually grow. And they actually, what we get to do is we get to learn from the lessons of everything we have experienced. And when you're open to learning and receiving the messages, and then choosing to be in your new way, having a new roadmap like unconditional love and acceptance, then the gift is in this perfect timing of the spring, we get to burst out into your new way of being. Woohoo! Yes, yes, yes. So ask yourself, how would you love to burst out in your new way of being? If you're able to actually activate the unconditional love and acceptance of who you are. Yay! Well, one beautiful way is letting yourself use the tool of Psych-K. Yes, so Psych-K, like private sessions you can have, and you can come to workshops. And I will be talking about the workshops and where I'm having them next. That we'd love to have you come be a part of that. Is that, yes, you actually literally can do it. Begin it now. And go find a Psych-K instructor. I'm an instructor, and there's also Psych-K facilitators that office all over the world. Yes, they do. Which means, heck yeah, it's just a decision for you. It's a decision to say, you know what, I'm done with the discouragement. I'm done with the disbelief. Okay, if you have any disbelief about something, or you don't think something's going to work, or it's not right for you, or you want to talk bad about something, okay, all right, you get to do that. And the gift is eventually you're going to kind of say, you know, I'm kind of tired of doing that. Yeah. And when you do, that's everything. That's everything. And that was actually a lot of the client I had today. She was tired of the disbelief, tired of the discouragement, where most of the things she did just weren't working. So she was ready to make the changes, and she's already starting to make it. And you can do it too, which is so beautiful. And we do have to believe, like Psyche works for you, right? Or whatever you do, that everything can work for you. Oh, and if you don't believe that, well, then that's the experiences you're going to keep having until you can make those changes at the subconscious level of the mind. Yes, you literally can rewrite the programs of your mind into what you do want, as long as it's safe and appropriate for you. Psyche is used as a spiritual tool, and we do connect with the highest aspect of yourself before you make any changes. We call it your superconscious mind, because you actually are super. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And when you realize it, and actually everyone else is too, which is pretty amazing. Yes. So when you're ready to make the change, you will connect with someone that can help assist you, and you will come learn it for yourself. And then guess what? The changes begin to start happening. And the gift is then you get to have more positive thoughts in your life that are going to guide you and let you live your most fantastic, amazing life that's waiting for you. We have optimal timelines waiting for us right now, actually, and it's up to you. It's so vital for you to decide what you really want, to get clear about that. How would you love to have your life right now? You can draw it in pictures, you can write it down, you can share it with friends, talk to yourself in a mirror if you want, start speaking it in. And then if you really want to expedite this into your high expanded way, in the super fast highway, then the tool like Psyche is here for you. It's basically like a spiritual GPS system. Yes, for you to connect with your GPS system within you, to help you get to the destinations you would love to experience, the new ways of being here with you in the most fast and effective way, and out of your great unconditional love. And this is all here for you. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yes, we have been through a lot, that's for sure. And it is time to let it go. And when you are ready to let it go, and you can joyfully let it go, and thank it for being here, thank it for showing up for you. It definitely taught you, and it definitely taught me, the contrast of what I'm not. Because in the highest essence, we are unconditional love at the highest level. And in the highest level, it's amazing that when we realize we are eternal beings, that nothing can actually harm us or hurt us or ever destroy us, that we just keep going and going and going. Yes, and in this lifetime, wow, let us experience it. Let us bring it into this beautiful, beautiful life that we have, and let us share it. And that's the biggest gift. What would you love to share with the world? And this is another beautiful question to ask. When your new roadmap is unconditional love and acceptance, you will begin to naturally share your gifts. And maybe you'll be able to have a career change. Maybe you can admit that, hey, I only got the job because I was told I had to, or I told I was supposed to, and I was listening to everybody else. Well, you get to change that. You don't have to listen to anybody else now. No, you get to listen within you, within the unconditional love within you. And anything else anyone else says, that's awesome. That's great. And that's their stuff. And they can give perspectives, and maybe it'll help. That will be beautiful. Even my own going here. Listen within yourself. What moves you? What gets you excited? These are the things you want to start asking yourself. You can say, what do I want to do today that will bring and allow me to experience the unconditional love and acceptance that I am, and I am for others. And before you know it, your days will begin to flow. Your years will begin to flow, and then actually it'll circle back down to just the moments, and the moments are just become amazing, amazing. And guess what? Then we begin to live heaven on earth, paradise on earth here. Yes, and grow in such amazing abundance and share our gifts and experiences with each other. Oh, my heart goes out for you to be able to have this in every way. Yes, it does. When you begin to admire who you really are, acknowledge it, believe in it, delight in it. Yes, because it all is here for you. This has been a wonderful show with you today. May you lift yourself up in the unconditional love and acceptance that you actually already are. Until we meet again next week, aho. I am Mary Mazur. You are on the Bold Brave TV network. This is Change Your Funk to Fun.